Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Trails Beyond the Horizon. Last episode, we got to explore two new areas, the Treon Tower as well as the Sidon District, where we learned about the Awakening ability as well as extermination quests. Once we got to Treon Tower, we did get to meet Kilika once again, as well as the Prince Sharad, and got to solve a little bit of a mystery of a scammer trying to get people to invest in the space station. However, it wasn't real. And so, in this episode, it's finally time to finish up exploring Edith by going to the last location, Center March. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and it'll help make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So I did a little bit of looking ahead, and it does look like Center March not only does not have any 4 SPGs, but after this we will, there's like only I think 2 things to view here. And then after that, we will be able to continue on with the main story. So this is actually going to be probably not even much exploring at all this episode. But what we want to do is make sure we go to all of our different shops here. So we'll start by doing that. We want to be a little bit careful here, though, because actually, I'll just go show that off first. If we go over here, we can get to the Fishing Goods Store Cancer. And if we head inside... Hey, Makino, where should we go fishing next? I've got a scooter now, so I've started to think about traveling farther out. I would be super jealous, but I've got a bike now. Let's go and find the best fishing spot we can. Oh ho, visitors, eh? Welcome. Oh, hey, it's Van's group. Long time no see, everyone. Are you here to pick the Hibu God Rod back up? Nah, that ain't it. The Hibo God Rod? Isn't that the fishing rod we used before to catch a legendary fish at Dirk Memorial Park? Not only that, it was said to have been used by General Atkinson himself. I thought that Kanza guy gave it to you outright. What's it doing here? He did, but I didn't feel like I should be keeping something so important. So I left it with these guys for the time being. Is that so? Anyway, I don't intend to take the rod back at the moment. Honestly, it's been a good time. It's been a good long while since I've done any fishing at all. Got any gear you'd recommend for shaking off the rust? Oh, I've got just the thing. The Protostar. Oh, hey, this looks like a pretty well-made rod. What brand is... Wait, Strega? Aren't they a famous sneaker manufacturer from Lemon State? I'd heard they'd gotten into making sports equipment a while back, but I guess they've expanded further to fishing gear now, too. Indeed, this is proof that fishing is starting to be recognized as a legitimate sport. Strega products make for especially great social media pics too, so I definitely recommend them. Sounds good to me. I'll take this one then. How much? No, we can't accept money from you, Van. Yeah, I mean, you entrusted us with the Hibo and all. Honestly, we should be paying you. Well, there's no need to go that far, but I'll take you up on the kind offer. Suppose I'll go ahead and put this Strega rod through its paces. Welcome to fishing. So... we'll go over fishing in a second, but essentially, you can approach a fishing spot and go to fishing mode, where you can choose bait, throw your line, and then press A to cast. We'll go over that once we actually get to some fishing, but for now, we want to stock up on a couple of things. I believe we really just want to stock up on, like, all of it. So let's go ahead and buy 10 fishing bait. You're going to go through a lot of Mira buying this. 10 dumplings, and probably 10 deluxe dumplings. Ooh, that's so expensive. There goes all my money, man. We will be making good use of it, but it does suck to lose it already. So, essentially, there is fishing in this game. Just like every other, or almost every other, Trails game. So, there are 28 different fish you have to catch. On top of that, each fish needs to be caught at A rank. You will get different rewards based on the rank, but there is an achievement associated with not only catching all the fish, but also catching them all in A rank. We actually have an area we can go to right now to get a few A-rank fish. We're going to go ahead and finish exploring this area first. So we'll go over here and talk to you. This is some costumes. So I won't be picking any of these costumes up. I think... yeah, you can pick up as many as you want. These are just basic, like, glasses, rabbit ears, rabbit tails. I don't consider these anything too worth picking up. I will point out when there's costumes that are worth it, but for now I do not recommend just basic cat ears and rabbit ears. They don't really make your... I mean, if you want to make your character look like that, sure, go ahead. I probably won't be picking any of those up. Here we have the Soul Chef Bulbasa we can pick up. And we can go ahead and quickly learn that recipe. And if we go to our... I always forget how to get back to our gourmet. It's right here. Home cooking. Aromatic bulbosa. We need a healthy liqueur. So we'll need to make sure we go do that. I'm sure somewhere around here sells it. So we'll just need to go find the place that actually stocks it.
Want to take a look?
And then we've actually already talked to Yuzin, but he sells the antique chain, which is something we need for one of the trades later. So we'll go ahead and pick that up. We won't give that to anybody just yet. You also get the double strider from here instead of the weapon shop that we were at earlier, but I don't really want to give Fairy anything, so we'll go ahead and head up here next.
Welcome.
And, oh, perfect, he sells the healthy liqueur for us. We'll go ahead and grab that. And the Tine Fen Guan.
Thank you very
And now
much.
we can actually go make the aromatic bulbosa real quick.
I'll give it a try.
So there's another recipe taken care of.
I put my heart into
And
it.
now we'll go ahead and head around the corner here. Talk to Don. He was a character with a side quest. I think he was our very first side quest back in Daybreak 2. Got some more drinks here. Canned coffee, a lot, and a corn soup. There is a ton of just... oh, I am broke. Shoot. I was not expecting to be this broke already. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to sell our weapons because we don't need them anymore. We can sell some of the armor that we don't need anymore. Sell that. Sell the leather boots. I can't afford to sell anything there. Ooh, this is not good. I didn't realize we were going to spend all of our money because we got to make sure we finish buying all this food. There's a fresh squeezed melon juice. We only have so many more we need to purchase. Orange juice. Oh, the potato salad. Shoot, I am real broke. I might need to go grind here in a second. We can sell our droplets, but it sucks to sell.
Thank you very
Well,
much.
I'll just go show this off. Oh, we need to remember to come back. I need to buy that potato salad before we leave, or I'll forget that we purchased it. So let me sell like a single reviving balm, and then go buy that. Okay.
Thank you very much.
So now, before we continue here, because we're out of money and we do need to come buy a few more shops worth of things, I can go ahead and show off the fishing. So we're actually going to go ahead and head on back to Sidon District, and we're going to go to the Waterworks entrance.
Let's hit the road.
So here in Sidon Waterworks, first off, I'm probably going to fight a couple enemies just to try to get some of our money built back up, try to get some Sepith masses and such. So we might do just a run through here off camera. But we can now start talking about fishing.
Let's have a look.
So if you shard scan, you might sometimes come across an area like this. This is a fishing spot. Now, I always recommend, because fishing materials are a commodity and you will not have a ton of them all the time, always make a backup save. And if you do decide to use a very expensive item, make sure you have a backup so you can reload. So you can see here with a fishing bait, you can see the probability of getting certain fish. With the dumplings, the probability of getting other fish. And then the deluxe dumplings, a probability to get another fish. So what we're going to do, we're just going to use regular fishing bait here. Return high speed mode off so we don't miss our fish. Whenever you get an exclamation point, you want to press A so that way you don't lose the fish. And then you're going to use your left stick to find the best angle for a rod and press A at the right time to reel the fish in. So, for example, we're going to keep it right here and then A. And if you can line it up perfectly with your little cursor here, you'll be able to fish up a fish. And we got a snow crab. Now that snow crab is a rank C. So we can try again at the same point. Fishing bait's cheap, so we'll go ahead and do this again. But I will show off what we would do if we do manage to fail. So go ahead and fish again. Getting perfects doesn't increase your chance of getting a better fish. It is all probability based. Besides certain items you can get later. And there's our Cassigan. Cassigan is only rank C. Now, what we want to do now is we're going to hold off, and we want to continue to fish here, and I'll show off the other point. The second fishing spot is right here. We can go ahead and throw a... Ooh, big catch is what we're looking for. That is perfect. So big catch means you can get the A rank here. So go ahead and throw a fishing bait right here. And we will tug. And there are different fishing spots. I'll be pointing out all the spots I fish in to get the different fish. This has a good chance to be A rank. Only a C. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off. I'm going to make another save. Actually, I'm not even going to make another save. I'm going to reload the save I made beforehand. And we're going to keep fishing. I'll actually leave this spot. I'll go over to fishing spot 2 instead. And we will continue to fish over here until we get that A rank fish. So again, we'll fish. Ooh, does it? No, there we go. Okay, so we had to line it up perfectly so you can see the chance. You can kind of go around the area and see where you can get the big catches at. So go ahead and start fishing here, and I'll see you guys once we get an A rank. Well, we got the, oh, perfect. We got an A rank Skygill. So that's our first A rank. We'll go ahead and hold off because now I want to make another save. I actually used a dumpling to get that one. Since we got one of those A ranks, we'll go ahead and save our game again and then head right back in. And now you can see that we already have the Skygill big catch. So we no longer care about the Skygill. Now what we would likely want is the other two. I believe you have a higher chance to get, you have a good chance to get the Cassigan here, so we'll keep going here till we get a Cassigan A rank. That's crazy. I got another Skygill A before I got the other two. There's an A rank snow crab. I actually came to a different location. This one was right here. This is the third location, just by this chest past the bars. So we were able to get that. Now it's just that A rank Cassigan. Man, I got like 3 or 4 bluegills at the other spot, which is why I was like, let me just go try literally anywhere else. So let's keep going until we get that A rank Cassigan. There we go. Finally got it. An A rank Cassigan. We can hold off, and now we can save our game. Now, the reason we wanted to do this and do the save and loading is because bait is expensive, and there's only certain times in the game you can even buy bait. So you might end up at a place where you can catch a fish, but have no place to buy it. So as long as you're using your bait efficiently by only fishing like 3 to 5 times, and then if you don't get an A rank, reloading, you're able to make a lot more use out of your Mira, which is very hard to get. Right there you can see we get some U materials for getting 3 types of fish. And if we go to our journal, and we go over to, just want to make sure, yep, if we go over here, you can see we've caught 3 different kinds of fish and 3 A rank fish. Cassigan, Skygill, and Snow Crab all rank A. And if we wanted to, we could view what each of them are going to give us. The only way to view what they give you is to get that rank or above. So we got an A rank Cassigan, and we can see what all the other ones give us, including some Sepith and items. Now, you can grind Sepith pretty easily using this method. In fact, I kind of want to go back and get another Snow Crab just for that Sepith mass, but I think we'll be fine. So that's all the fishing we can do as of right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly run through the rest of this dungeon, killing off the rest of these enemies, just so we have a little bit of money to spend to finish out the town real quick. So did a little bit of grinding, just finished running through that area. Now let's go ahead and go to our next shop, just so we can finish making our purchases. We will start over here, and we can interact with him. Let's go ahead and exchange our Sepith mask. We get some Mira from that. We're not like incredibly rich, but we should be pretty close or have just enough to finish. If not, I'll just go sell some Sepith. I do not recommend selling regular Sepith. If anything, just go grind Sepith masses. But sometimes there's not much you can do. Sometimes you got to go sell some stuff. Nothing else there. Oh, we're going to be close. Yeah, we'll go talk to Michi in a second. The silver coral bangle we want to pick up. That is a gift. We do not need any of these 3 things. And only 2 more. Nope, dried salmon 600, and we only needed 600 more. Let's just sell some stuff. We picked up a couple. Cooling sprays don't sell for anything. Curia Balm. We wouldn't have enough there. Only need 600, huh? Sell all this. I really don't have much to sell here, huh? You don't want to sell U material pluses. Those are too rare. You could actually sell the fish, but I won't. Let's just sell 2 EP charges. There we go. And we pick up the dried salmon.
Thank you.
And now that should be everything we can get up to this point. I'm going to go ahead and eat everything. And then we will make sure we have everything we needed up till now. Rank 7. And maybe, yep, rank 8. Strength +4 to all party members. And there we go. So we'll go to our achievements, grab that. And at this point, if we go to our dishes sampled, we should have 45 completed, which we do. So if you've done that up to this point, you've got all the food you need.
What's next?
We'll go ahead and quickly use our silver coral bangle.
I'll take that.
Give that over to Aaron. And now let's go ahead and approach this optional scene over here. So this is Mishi and Michette. These are characters from a different arc, but they've brought the characters over to this country. I won't read it. It is just a cute little thing. It's brother and sister. They're the mascots of one of the countries. Oh, wow. I didn't know Mishi had a little sister. People were really clamoring for her to come to Calvert, and now it's finally happened. Feels overdue, if anything, considering how much steam they've been picking up here. Either way, I'm betting a certain Mishel will freak out about this, for better or worse. And now, there's one last thing I'm actually going to do. We're going to go ahead and do our Connect event before we talk to this person, because this will be the final main story event we have for the day. So, let's go ahead and talk to Burgard Zemin. Spend our free time with him. Isn't that Master? What's he up to? Oh, you look perfect. Could I ask you for a few more poses? How about this? Gosh, you are so cool. This article is going to turn out amazing. Do you mind if we continue the interview as we grab photos? Not at all. I hope I can answer your questions properly. Recently, an older, larger-than-life gentleman has been making waves on the expressway and residential autobahn of the capital. Meet Mr. BZ, a biker with a surprisingly easygoing vibe and a body that belies his 70 years of age. Our editing department managed to get in touch with him, and he agreed to partake in a special interview. First off, we heard that you only started riding an orbital bike in the last couple of years. Is this true? Indeed. After retiring from a career I had decided my entire life to, I was ready to start down a new path. I'll never forget the feeling when I first straddled my machine and hit the throttle. And ever since, you've been investing more and more into your ride, even while still making time to try out other new hobbies? I think we can all learn from your drive to keep trying new things. Huh, please, I am simply a retired old man looking for ways to stay entertained. When I was younger, there were many things I wished I had a chance to dabble in. I can only hope that the young people of today will learn from my experience and not shy away from new experiences and challenges. To be honest, I thought you'd be much less approachable when we first reached out to you. But as soon as our conversation began, I could tell how serious and sincere a person you were. I imagine you had plenty of admirers in your youth. Truth be told, I was something of a punk in those days. I took a pilgrimage across the continent on foot and by sea. I could be quite rash, you see. Are you telling me you traveled the continent before airships existed? Wow, that's incredible. It was merely youthful indiscretion, but I believe it was thanks to that experience that I was able to broaden my horizons. It might even be fun to ride across the continent in this new era of orbital bikes and see how many things have changed. It has been an absolute pleasure getting to hear so much about you. One last question, what are orbital bikes to you? To someone like me, who found himself racing through life, my bike is my prized companion, and has allowed me to feel alive once again. Thank you so much for answering our questions. I think we'll be able to put together a wonderful article. I'm happy to have been of service. Do let me know when you publish the magazine. I would love to brag to my friends about it. Of course. Take care. Master, what are you doing? Van. You watch that go down, eh? I would appreciate your discretion until the magazine releases. The Tyrell Times is publishing an orbital bike mag. Huh? Guess everybody's got to capitalize on the bike boom. Can't say I ever imagined you interviewing for one, though. Nor did I. When I was driving on the expressway the other day, I noticed a car trying to keep up with me. They reached out, and I couldn't say no after seeing how passionate they were. But isn't the fact that you're alive supposed to be a secret? Yes, though at this point, it's all but open knowledge in the underworld. I did make sure they withheld my name, so it should be fine. If you say so. Anyway, it was nice to hear some new things about you. Didn't know you used to be a punk. Heard that too, did you? But I wasn't as bad as you, I'll have you know. Just a big-bodied hooligan living in obscurity on the edge of the continent. A series of events showed me just how small I was. So I left my hometown to reevaluate the scale of the world. That's all. Come on, that's all barely covers it. Give me the details. Huh. Perhaps I'll tell you about it one day. For now, it's enough to know that if I had not gone down that path, I doubt I ever would have taken you for my student.
To think that child I taught all those years ago would not only find himself true friends, but also his own way as a Spriggan. You faced your trials and learned how to value yourself. Even when I could not offer my aid, you still overcame the incident 3 months ago. Dan, I am truly proud of how much you've grown.
I hope I have. All it feels like I did was delay the problem.
Then consider finding a solution your next assignment. That said, there's no reason to search for it alone. I'll lend you whatever help you need. After all, I'm both your teacher and your temporary assistant.
No way I can call you one of my assistants. But you know what? I'll gladly take the help. Ben and Burgard then briefly chatted about bikes. And then they met back up. And Burgard hits level 2. And we get the SELM and Blitz support effect plus 10%. This doesn't really matter because he's going to be in my party at least for now. And so now all we have left to do here for this day, I guess, is to head on over here. We'll go back behind. And these are some characters from the previous 2 games. Shahana, Sarah, and Professor Hamilton. Let's talk to him, see what's up.
Gran?
And Shahina and Sarah?
Oh, hello, Katra. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Fairy. Funny meeting you guys here. It's been too long.
The Dancing Sisters and the Mother of the Orbital Revolution. Not a grouping I would have expected. Pleasure to see you, Professor Hamilton. And same to you, Sarah, Shahina. I'm not even going to try to do Shahina's voice. I think that would destroy me.
Yeah, for real. I think it's been a month since we last sat down and chatted. I've been meaning to thank you for coming to see the show.
Nah, if anything, we should be thanking you. You're the ones who gave us free tickets for it. Celebrating the 6-month anniversary of your debut was an honor. And all the other fans seem to have the same thought, with the Treon Mall stage being nearly at capacity and all. You two really upped your game on the dancing front. I think all that acting experience you got has paid off big time. You guys are out of this world good.
Aw, you think? Now, don't let the praise get to your head. We still have much to learn.
I would have liked to have seen it myself, had I been in the country at the time. Our last meeting was at the Aramis Festival, yes? Time truly has a way of escaping us, doesn't it?
Definitely. If I recall correctly, you set off for the east shortly after the festival ended, yes?
That's right. But she had some urgent business come up, so she returned here last week. I met with her and Essie 2 days ago, but I thought the two of you had left for Basel afterwards.
Well, I had a few matters to tend to in Edith, so I stayed behind.
Greetings to you as well, Burgard. I'm sure having you around is a great relief to Van and the rest. On the contrary, with how dependable they've become, I fear my contributions are minute by comparison. Oh yeah, forgot you two know each other. Both meet up from time to time over in the east, right? That's correct. I often seek her insight on how best to combat the desertification encroaching the region. Now, it is I who has been blessed to have had your assistance on all manner of issues over the years, Burgard. So you three first met last year, then? Yep, right after we made our big debut and before we came to Edith. At the time, we hadn't realized you and the professor were acquainted. Then we had another surprise encounter in the capital that December. She's been good to us in so many ways. Oh, I think you've helped me a great deal more than the other way around. At any rate, the sheer number of connections you've made through your Spriggan work is quite remarkable. Yes, without a doubt. There's definitely a lot to remark on about. Not to change the subject, but you two are in the same agency as Judith now, right? Lexel Talent Agency? Sort of. We're only affiliate members, so it'd be a bit presumptuous for me to place us on the same level as her. Well, get here, though. We'll get there, though. I want to get some super famous enough to be the face of Lexel someday. Ha! Good on you for dreaming big. There's more to showbiz than just movies, after all. Anyway, I'm glad we chanced on each other, with how hectic our schedules have been. Almost didn't happen, either. You're both heading back to Tharbad this afternoon, right? That's right. We'll soon be setting off on a new tour of the Republic scheduled for August. Until then, we're going to take it easier on ourselves for a week or so, just to rest and recharge. A fine idea. You've many close friends there to enjoy the company of, I imagine. Oh yes, even though Tharbad isn't where we were born, it's still just as dear a place to us. So we'd like to repay all the people who have supported our dancing in the best way we know how. I guess you could say it'll be a homecoming performance. People come pretty excited for it, so we're just going to have to put in that much effort. Wow, if only I could go and see it. Well, you're in luck. Judith mentioned it's going to be streamed on the OrbitalNet. And we'd better make sure to reserve a spot for ourselves. Absolutely. We wouldn't miss it for the world. By the way, Professor, you're playing the lead for Basil soon, right? Indeed, for a collaboration of sorts arranged through a connection of mine, though I can't divulge too much on that end. Additionally, I have matters I'd like to discuss with our new CEO, Bill Tossend. Wait, that mustachioed tight-ass? Verna rehired him? Yes, 2 months ago. It saw that he was allowed back after only 6 months. Could Yang have played a hand in his reinstatement, perhaps? I'm afraid I don't know all the particulars, but were I to guess, it was likely the result of establishing a more suitable structure for the advancement of Project Startaker. That does seem plausible. The way I hear it, last year's blunder aside, the man actually seems pretty competent in practice. He wouldn't have been able to coordinate multiple groups under the Vern umbrella for so many years otherwise. Possible someone pushed his rehiring through to make sure the project was a success. You may be right about that. Still, I think they should have severed ties with him altogether. Yes. Well, there was that business with the Mafia, not to mention political agendas at play, most likely. It was my own inability to adapt to such climates that led me to leave everything on Tossen's shoulders. So this time, I plan to provide him with as much consultation as I can. Well, if you're giving the CEO pointers along the way, then he should have nothing to worry about. Gran, I don't think I'll be able to make it to Basil when you're there. So say hi to Essie and Mr. Giscard, and Yang too for me, if you happen to run into them. Yes, of course, though I don't expect Yang and I will be crossing paths. Van and the group said their goodbyes to Professor Hamilton and the sisters, who had presumably stopped by the market to buy souvenirs from Edith. Then they returned to their Spriggan work. I wonder if we're meeting some of these characters just because we don't want, these are characters that appeared in other games, and then supposed to, wrap them up. Huh? A Zyphacall? Isn't that the guild's number? Arkwright, I'm glad I was able to get a hold of you. Oh, it's that guild receptionist guy. Not often I get a call from you. What's up? Did something happen? Yes, actually. A pressing matter has arisen, and Zin and Fee are no longer here to deal with it. To sum it up, while I was on the phone with Alvis and Regina a moment ago, something concerning happened. Concerning how? Oh yeah, weren't they on their way to the city's outskirts? Yes, they were traveling to areas surrounding the capital in search of monsters to do away with. One moment I was talking with Alvis as they had crossed off the last place on their list, and the next, the call suddenly dropped. I then tried to reach Regina's number, but to no avail. Gotcha, and I'm guessing pulling Zin and Clausel away from whatever they're doing is off the table? You'd be correct. They're both tied up at the moment, and unfortunately. Be that it may, it sounds as though you may be caught up in your own work. One of them will surely be back in time, so... Not so fast. You actually called it a good time. We just hit a good stopping point. We'll do this for you, but fair warning, my rates aren't cheap, in case you didn't remember. Oh, I haven't forgotten. Worry not. It will have not only my gratitude, but a reward fit for a king, so to speak. As I recall, they were near the western outskirts of the capital, where the highway meets the Levair River. I bid you good luck. I really hope Alvis and Regina are okay. Normally I wouldn't stress since they're pretty tough, but yeah. So we're going by car, right? Yep. Once we're ready, we'll hop in my pickup and head over to the western outskirts. The western outskirts has been added to the travel menu. So, as the game told us, whenever we're ready, we'll go ahead and go to western outskirts. Now, you will have one last chance to type any loose ends before this little section ends, so don't worry if you haven't got everything, but I always recommend you do everything before you ever progress to a new area like this. So, let's go ahead and head on over. Western outskirts entrance. It'll give you one last warning, but we'll go ahead and head out. After a quick stop at the office, Van's group piled into his truck and drove along the expressway to the western outskirts of the capital. Looks like Judith is still too busy for us. Oh, we're going far. Okay. I was like, they really went really far out of the outskirts. It has been a while, I think, since we've actually been to the outskirts of any towns in this series, because I believe most of Daybreak 2 actually took place within the city or the sewers or in another city in towers. I don't actually remember if there were any outskirts in, like, wilderness back in the last game.
Whoa! This place is so cool! I can even see Treon Tower from here!
Chill out, small fry. It's just a bit of greenery. Though I guess it is a pretty okay view, now that I look at it.
Seeing it all from here definitely puts into perspective how massive Edith is. It has a population of around 850,000 people, correct?
Yes, that's right. Supposedly it's grown by about 80,000 in the last few years or so.
I hear they're looking to expand some of the districts, so it might look pretty different in the near future.
Let's save the chit-chat for later. Seems they haven't left the area at the very least. It's one of the guild's land carriers. Doesn't look like it's broken down or anything. I don't see Alvis or Regina anywhere. Where could they be? Quatre, are you getting some kind of interference? Affirmative. However, network noise remains at a nearly imperceptible level. Yet Hazel said the call randomly dropped. Yeah, something stinks about this whole thing. No doubt about it. What are those sounds? Sword clinging and orbital arts? It's coming from the other side of that hill. So that's where they're at. Guess they're just cleaning house, and it doesn't sound like they're getting roughed up or anything. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're in any danger, but still. Well, we've come all this way. Might as well pop in and check on them. Let's make our way across and finish up this gig. Right. I'll need your help too, Zeros. So, we are here in the western outskirts. As I mentioned, this is just a big open area. It's like one of our first outskirts in a while. So, something I don't think I mentioned back before this is that there is an achievement for defeating every enemy in the game at least one time. So anytime you get to a new area, what I would always recommend you do is at least fight every enemy one time. So your first time through in any area, I would recommend you just fight everything you see, just so you don't accidentally miss anything. Whenever you come back through, if you're ever grinding or anything like that, feel free to skip the enemies. You don't need to fight them every single time. But at least your first time through, make sure you're hitting each of them at least once. So that's what you'll see me do. I know there's a bunch of enemies on the field. However, it's just a nice, like, thing to get in the habit of. On top of that, you'll be getting some Sepith and some XP, as well as some Mira that you're going to need just as you play through the game. So it's not really a bad thing. You can never have too much. So we'll go ahead and just get rid of these guys. We'll run off to the left side here. I think this is... Ooh, maybe that wasn't. I thought that was a bigger version of that enemy. Let's go ahead and use our slow time down. We're going to want to rebuild the ZOC here in a second, because we do have a fight coming up we're going to want to use ZOC for. But you can see we're just like, we're not doing a ton of damage because we're only a little bit higher level than these guys. Typically in most areas you're going to find two kinds of enemies. You're going to find the harder enemies and you're going to find the trash can enemies, which are just these random enemies here that don't really have a lot of HP, but they're going to be here honestly just to kind of be nuisances as you're fighting the stronger enemies. There we go. And one last one. Out. Van is taking a good bit of damage here. Fortunately, I think we just drew aggro of the enemies behind us. We'll grab this chest here for an Aquaverse. And then, yep, we did, in fact, draw the attention of these guys. Ooh, they got the advantage on me. That's unfortunate. Let's just vandalize a raid, get rid of them. No, the other guys weren't close enough. Oh, that sucks. Well, we're going to go ahead and just try to get rid of these guys. It looks like they're weak to arts. So, aerial edge, aerial spark, normal attack, firebolt. I really need to heal Van, because Van is about to take a ton of damage. Ow! Holy. Okay. Do I have any way to heal myself? I actually don't think so. Let's go Brilliant Halo. So that just heals up Van. This is the entire reason I did it. Then we'll vandalize a raid. Ooh. Going into those fights without being able to deal some damage first is brutal. You always want to try to get the break instead of just being tossed straight into a fight. For that reason. Because when you get the stun, you can come in and just basically one-shot him. You can see what the difference was between that fight and the one we literally just did before that. Go ahead and get rid of another one of these Mantis guys. These weren't really too terrible. We'll just go ahead and awaken. I think we can clear out a couple enemies here. I do like how it transfers between battles and you don't run out of awaken. So like now we can just run straight over here to be able to get the easy kills on those usually pretty difficult guys. Same with all of them. We will have another fishing spot in this location as well. So I want to make sure we fish up the one new fish available to us. Right here is a chest with some Sepith. Go ahead and... I don't want to get the break just yet, but I think we're going to. Yeah, we got the... We'll go for it. And then, as long as we go before he gets a turn, we should kill. There we go. The creepy sheepy, huh? Sky sheep this time. Okay, and then we'll go down here. We'll get past these guys real quick, because you can actually see some palms bouncing around back there. That's going to be some of those invisible palms that we're going to want to be quick about killing. That's why we wanted to have our slowdown time available to us. Ooh, that hurts. We're stunned. Dude, is everyone paralyzed? There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and just wrap down this way. Well, I dragged you into this fight. We'll awaken real quick. I do like finally being in an open area instead of just being stuck in the Garten the entire time like we were back in Daybreak 2. This feels a lot more like the Trails games I know. Before you ask, no, I cannot make their grunts any quieter. I wish I could. The problem is it's associated with character voice. So the only way to do it is to lower their character voice, which lowers how quiet they are in cutscenes. And I would just prefer to, unfortunately, deal with their grunts. I can try turning down sound effects, see if it affects this one, but typically it's associated with the character voice, which is a little unfortunate. There we go, got the perfect dodge. And should get the stun right there, perfect. And let me see if I can turn down sound effects and see if that affects their grunts. Yeah, unfortunately, I muted sound effects completely, and you could still hear it, so... it is associated with... Ooh, boy. It is associated with the character voices. Which, whenever we're in, like, super grindy mode, I'll typically just turn the volume down manually. But because we're in an area where we actually might get dialogue any second, I don't want to do that just yet. So here we go. Gonna go ahead. Slow down time. There we go. We just want to get a single break. We get the stun. We get thrown into the fight. Perfect. And then we'll go ahead. We don't have enough S break. Oh, that sucks, actually.
Here's a little more.
We wanted to open this fight with...
Time to close in.
Huh.
Let's party.
Initiate
Well, this could be a
drive.
problem.
Go on.
Because I'm pretty sure they're just gonna run from me now. Let's just do a
Keep it up. It's working.
blazing slash.
Kick some ass, Gramps.
Oh, this really sucks. I didn't realize I didn't
Keep it up. It's working.
didn't realize I didn't have my S break filled up. Because I think, can they flee from this, or are they stuck in the fight now that I think they actually might be stuck in the fight, which is perfect. I will take that. Nope, that one ran. Okay, well, never mind. They can escape. That really sucks. I think we're actually better off just retreating from this and letting that guy run away. Because we can reload this area.
May your successes continue.
There's a Jade, and we're just going to leave these guys alone. We will refresh the area and come back here in like 1 second. Jade is a new arts driver. Go ahead and fight this. Man, that really sucks. Yeah, I want to recharge my... I didn't realize my S boost ran out. Is it basically awaken? Is it the exact same stat? I didn't know. I didn't actually check it, so... Go ahead and ZOC.
Next one.
What I always recommend is we should be saving before the palms and just reloading the save if we fail. I just haven't been doing that because I haven't needed to, and I was like, you know what? We'll be fine. We don't need to do that. We'll be able to get the palms every time. Yeah, well, see what we learned. Go ahead and ZOC real quick. Got the stun, which is nice, but I still hate this mantis thing. There we go. We got the stun again. Let's just go into this fight.
Here to help.
There we go. Get rid of the not bat. 2 more chests for us to get. And after we get these chests, we'll be able to refresh the area and go redo the palm fight. Okay, well, Thana's getting hurt pretty bad. I probably want to swap to Bear Guard, which sucks because I can't use Awaken with Bear Guard, but Thana's just getting beat up right now. It's because I decreased his physical defense to make him do more damage. Go ahead and go into Shard mode. And get the easy kill on that.
Couldn't take your eyes off. Looks like some good loot.
Here's our next chest.
Aaron?
A green pendulum. Green typically increases your evasion. Red increases strength. Blue increases HP or ATS. And then your yellow will increase defenses. I should have, and I'm dumb because I didn't. I should have went for the shard there. Oh, that's good. Throw me into the fight. Yep. I tried dodging it, but was not quick enough, unfortunately.
Here's some extra.
And we got to deal with this thing, the savage bird, huh? Why is it? What is happening?
Something comes this way.
I think my controller's having an issue right now. Yeah, okay, we're back. Holy. I think I did,
Something comes this way.
I think I accidentally put myself into turbo mode. Oh, we might lose a character here. This is tough. Yep, because everyone's stunned except for Bear Guard. There we go. Okay. We're fine. We're almost done with this area.
May your successes
Come over here. Let's just go ZOC.
enemies. Keep your wits about you.
Oh boy, we got the stun. We'll just go for it. And then punch you.
Your move, Aaron.
Punch the mantis. This is gonna hurt now. Yep, there's the paralysis. We got to make sure we get these kills on the mantises before we get into this fight, because they make it so we can't finish off the fight easily. We do have one more thing we want to do back in town after we complete this mission. So we're not quite done with the episode. This might be a little bit of a longer one. Okay, and then this is the last little grouping over here. I'm not worried about that single bat. Well, I am whenever he gets drawn into the fight, so... Okay, well, this is really bad. We do not have enough HP to be messing with this.
I've got this.
Let's go ahead and heal up. And then I think we just have to vandalize the raid. It's so unfortunate we're having to waste this, because we are about to just go back into the fight, but at least we have 2 S boosts right now, so we should be a little bit fine.
Here to help. Here's a little
These mantis enemies are brutal.
It should be safe.
Now, they really upped the difficulty of this game compared to Daybreak 2. Now, we haven't really had any sort of chance to grind at all, and none of these enemies are really worth it, but still definitely upgraded the difficulty compared to Daybreak 2.
Nice chest.
So, we'll grab this chest for a Celestial Balm, and now we're going to come over here, and there should be, we might be thrown into a cutscene first.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, we're going to be thrown into the cutscene first. That's unfortunate.
Is that them?
It sounds like they're struggling.
Yeah, let's move.
Okay, but we can turn around. We can make sure we reset the area.
Back to full strength.
And now we'll go ahead and run all the way back. I'll try to hit like just this creepy sheepy. There we go. I wanted to recharge my ultimate, and then we're just gonna run. I do not want to fight these guys, so we do need to escape the fight. There we go. Just keep leaving. Is my ZOC charged? Yes, it is. So we're just gonna make our way down to the palms. Avoid these guys. And here we go. We'll go ahead and examine them all. ZOC. Let me fight you guys. We get the stun. We get thrown into the fight. Perfect.
Here to support.
And then we can go ahead and vandalize the raid. Hitting these guys. Which gets rid of both of them. And then we probably could just go for a hit here. And try to finish it off. There we go. Now we want to slow down again because there were more palms.
It should be safe.
Ooh, wait, actually, was that all of them?
I owe you one on yes.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, the palms are defeated. So they should not respawn now. And now what we can do here is let's go ahead and scan. And you can see we have a little bit of fishing we can do. So we have a new guy we can catch. Right there, it's Big Catch. So we're going to use dumplings. So let's go ahead and make sure we save our game. This is my fishing slot. And let's go ahead and get to fishing, shall we? We'll go ahead and examine, and it looks like, yeah, this is probably our best as regular dumplings, which means I'm only going to do it once, and if we fail, I'll have to restart, because we don't have infinite dumplings right now, and they cost too much money. So we'll see if we get it. We are looking for the... I don't remember what the name of this fish is. Not the Cassigan. That is not the name of the fish we wanted. So I'll go ahead and keep going until we get it, and I'll see you guys here in a second. Well, we got the fish. It's the pearl glass, but unfortunately did not get an A rank, so we'll have to keep trying. There we go, our A rank pearl glass. Man, that took like 10 minutes. That's brutal. There we go. That is the only new fish we have available here. We'll go ahead and go grab our achievements. We will get a ton of Sepith Mass. Wish I would have got these earlier, but there we go. And now, I always double check. Yes, our pearl glass is rank A. So let's go ahead and head on up here. Ooh, make sure I save my game just in case. And head back up. We're just going to avoid all the enemies this time. No reason to fight them another time, because we're going to be thrown into a boss fight. And, well, I guess I could get my S boost up. Nah, we'll be fine. Go ahead and run here. Make sure we don't really care to refresh all the enemies, so we'll do this so they get off me.
Back to full strength.
And now, let's go ahead and head up here.
How did this thing manage to get the upper hand? I'll draw the big guy's attention, leaving our 10 o'clock clear. That'll give you a window to escape.
What? No, I'm not gonna leave you, Alvis!
Sorry, but I'm pulling the B rank card and saying that's an order. Don't worry, I'll find my way out of this, one way or another. But just in case, I need you to get to someplace clear of the interference and call for backup. I'm counting on you, Regina.
Understood.
Someone call for pest control?
It's Arkwright Solutions?
What are you doing here?
Hazel asked us to come check on you. We can take over from here.
Come over to the rear line and leave the rest to us.
Okay, but I'll still be providing support from there.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I appreciate the backup. Don't drop your guard, though. Something's strange with this monster.
Thanks for the heads up. Nice to finally be fighting side by side for once. Let's do this, Elvis.
1 large and 7 medium-sized targets. Ready to engage.
Here we go. These are new kinds of enemies, brand new to this series. I don't even know if it's going to explain it. Oh, maybe it already did. Because these were those enemies we saw with that little icon underneath them that have this red, purple, misty on them. Essentially, they are just strong. There we go. Contaminated opponents. Enemies affected with the mysterious contamination have vast amounts of HP, and they will recover HP every turn. As these enemies are both highly durable and difficult to handle, you'll want to prioritize taking them down first. So yeah, pretty difficult enemies to fight. You can see we haven't even got a turn yet, and Van's already taken like 300 damage. Well, I'm hoping we can do it.
Show us what you're made of, Mr. B-rank.
We have an ability. Looks like we don't have access to it yet, unfortunately. We can get boost recovery, restore. None of this is great. Let's go ahead and just open with a damage increase with Flying Force. And then we'll go ahead and just Howling Ruin to try to hit as many of these guys as possible. And great, we got rid of most of them. And we just have this guy, the big guy, and the 2 smaller guys. He's weak to water and earth, but I don't have any water, so Earthbreaker it is. And then Aaron will get in here.
My move now.
And we're essentially just going to... let's use the Raging Coin Bullets. This makes it... Well, Hate's actually terrible for Van to have right now because he is not built as a tank. Oh, it looks like Alvis is a support unit. I don't think he's ever been a support unit in any of the other Daybreak games. Okay, let's go ahead and Vandalize the Raid. This should get rid of the 2 little guys. Now it's just the Veorg E plus left. Do a normal attack. We want to try to get the stun if we can. Phoenix Dance. Just to do big damage. And then honestly, it's just do damage now. Earthbreaker. She's gonna do more damage with her. Wow. Just healed 1,000 HP. Holy.
This is when I need to go all out. Civilian lives are at risk.
Well, I hope him going all out's gonna do a ton because we are not doing enough damage to prevent him from healing it up. Holy, he's only at half HP. I don't think we have anything. We have Desert's Edge, but this isn't really gonna do much from Van. Ow. Let's get our Brilliant Halo up just for some heal. And then... I mean, there's no reason not to just keep boosting. We want to get this break, because as soon as we get this break, we're going to do a ton of damage to him. It should be next combat turn. Ow. We should be able to get the break right there. Okay, we got the stun. Perfect. Let's go ahead and EX chain. 1,000 damage. EX chain again because he gets a second turn. And then ZOC's gonna activate here. We're gonna keep just burning our S boosts. Oh, his stun ran out. Really? Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, he's super low on HP. He just healed up 1,000. Now his damage is increased. Let's go with a Vandalize Raid. Just get some damage on the board here. Okay, he's only at 8,000 HP left, so we should be able to do some good damage here. And then Howling Ruin. It's so close. She's not going to do enough because he just healed that off. Okay, he's paralyzed, though. Only 3,000 HP left. Phoenix Dance will be not quite enough. I don't have enough from Agnes. Let's see. Is this enough? As long as he doesn't heal. There we go. Okay, that's the first boss. Well, first boss, that's not like a guaranteed win.
I did it.
Oh, I am far from...
Everyone got to level up.
I'm just getting warmed up.
What was that?
That thing sure gave us a run for our Mira.
Elvis!
Whoa, Regina?
What were you even thinking? I never asked you to sacrifice yourself for me. You were just so infuriating. That's it. I'm gonna get that B rank promotion, and then you'll never be able to try anything like that again.
Regina.
Yo, we've got a lover's quarrel on our hands. Quick, someone grab the popcorn. Ah, they're acting all lovey-dovey. This is so cute. This isn't what it looks like. Hey, stop staring at us like this. Carry on, my man. Just pretend like we're not even here. Well, we're glad to see you all right. I have to wonder why a monster that strong would be roaming around so close to the capital. A call from Hazel? But we couldn't get through to him at all just a minute ago. It finally went through. I'm relieved to see you're unharmed. I assume Arkwright is in part to thank for that? That's right. Sorry to have worried you like that, Hazel. We didn't do that much, honestly. That being said, we should probably talk about this a little more in depth considering what happened. Definitely. There was something strange about that monster, and the same can be said of those unstable orbital waves. So you guys noticed that too, huh? We were trying to get to the bottom of those network disturbances, which led us out here, and that's when we were ambushed. Understood. In any event, Zin and Fee should be returning shortly. If it wouldn't be too much trouble, could you come by the guild soon? Driving back to Edith with the 2 braces in tow, Van's group stopped briefly by the office to drop off Van's pickup truck. Then they hopped into another vehicle the guild sent to pick them up, and together made their way to the Edith Guild branch. So this monster was different somehow from normal ones. You sure about this? Positive. Wasn't it all like the cryptids or even the devils that appeared during the Pandemonium incident? From a glance, it may have looked like an old creepy crawly, but I swear that wasn't the case. I can back him up on that. That hulking beast and its merry band were a cut above the usual ones we deal with. And there was also something off with the fodder along the way. Right, I sensed that too. It was like their auras had this roughness to them. I don't really know how else to put it. I think you have the right of it. There was certainly a recalcitrant quality to them. Yeah, but it's not like they were unkillable. Just had to put a lot more oomph behind our swings. Zin, Fee, what is it? Do you know something about this? Well, to say we know something would be a stretch, given that we've never run into any monsters like that ourselves. But we have gotten similar reports from other guild branches outside Calvard. Well, wait, really? Guess this wasn't an isolated incident then. Unfortunately not. The number of reports on the matter are still low at present, however, so we were simply told to keep an eye out. That being said, we certainly weren't expecting to find any beasts of that nature in the Republic, let alone on the outskirts of our very city. Those reports wouldn't happen to have made mention about instances of communication interferences, would they? Yeah, they did. Some of them described how their comms device went on the fritz. But they didn't have any details on why, and I've got no clue how it all connects back to those strange monsters. Hate to drop another thing on your plate, Arkwright, but would you mind going over all this with us again this afternoon? I only ask because Elaine's still out working a special case, and I'd like all of us to share what we've learned, her included. Wait, a special case? Oh, you mean that thing. What does that have to do with what we're dealing with right now? Okay, you got yourself a deal. Been meaning to get in touch with Elaine anyway. How's about we meet up around 1 p.m.? Works for me. And let's do it at your office. I'm sure you've had enough of this place for one day. I'd like to tag along, but I really need to get on that other assignment I mentioned before. Take care out there, you guys, and pass that along to Elaine when you see her. We've also got a few more things to do on our to-do list, so we'll be heading out. And, thank you for earlier. I know Hazel already paid you, but don't think I won't be returning the favor myself. This is one debt I don't want hanging over me. And just when I thought, oh, he's being nice. Anyway, thanks again for coming to our rescue, everyone. Not at all. I'm sure you would have done the same for us. Well then, I suppose we'll see you after lunch. Good luck with your super special assignment, Fee. Thanks, Fairy, and good luck with your own 4SPG work. 6,000 Mira has been placed in your account. So there are strange monsters prowling around, huh? Well, this story certainly took an interesting turn. You can say that again, though I kind of doubt it has anything to do with the space program. Oh yeah, anyone else curious about what Eau Claire's gonna tell us later? I am. Personally, I'm curious if it's related to some of the things we heard about this morning. It very well might. Although seemingly minor, they were somewhat concerning. I guess that means Van's intuition was right on the Mira. Van? Is something the matter? Nah, I just had a thought. Y'all remember how we planned to scope out a bunch of the districts during our morning and afternoon shifts? Well, I was thinking about adding a few places to the list. A couple districts that are outside our usual route. Oh yeah? Do we not cover most of the capital on the regular already? We even visit the Blacklight district on occasion. We were planning to check out the Grand Circuit this afternoon. Which would only leave... Ah, I get it now. So that's where you want to go. Are you wanting to visit the area near my house? I see. I assume you wish to visit the 10th and 11th districts then. Yeah, Lavere and Chardon. Former is a residential area on a hill to the northwest, and the latter is a bustling entertainment district with movie theaters and a casino. For one reason or another, there usually aren't many 4SPGs to find in either of those spots. That being said, I just can't shake the feeling that something smells off. It's times like these where I can find tackling things from a different angle is the best way forward. Yes, that's very much an approach we researchers often take. Sounds good to me. You'll never hear complaining about taking a trip to Chardon. Yeah, because you practically live there. So, how should we proceed? We do have our meeting with Zin and Elaine at 1 p.m. I doubt we'll have time to visit both before then. Yeah, Chardon's always packed during the day, and that's double true at nighttime. I say we make that our last stop during our afternoon shift. In that case, we should head for the Lavere district once we've concluded our business here. We may also want to contact Rosette and ask if she wishes to join us. The Lavere district has been added to the travel menu. Proceeding to the Lavere district will advance the main story, causing quests, connection events, and other side content to disappear. And so, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and wind things down here. In the next episode, we have a brand new district to visit, the Lavere district. I don't think we've been there in either one of the Daybreak games, so it'll be brand new for all of us. And so, I will see you guys then.